Labour Party.
Papa, Mama, Pikin.
I'm beginning to see Nigeria work, especially for the youths of this country. I've moved on to where I think the process might allow me. They can go and check. My politics are inconsistent in character and integrity. Trust them. I would rather lose doing the right thing than win doing the wrong thing.
Obi, 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 oh. Obi, Obi, Obi. Children, they need you. You, they need you. Women, they need you. Men, they need you. Obi, Obi, oh. Obi, rescue mission.
Najeriya ƙasar mu ce, ƙasa mai albarka da muhimmanci da mutanen kirki. Amma shugabanninmu sun kada mu, ko kai Hausa ne, ko kai Igbo ne, ko kai Yoruba ne, Najeriya sai Obi.
Naija we country, good people, great nation. Our leader has failed us. Everything done scattered. Nepotism, corruption, tribalism, division, terrorism and bandits, kidnapping for ransom. Our father, our mother, everyday mass burial. Our farmers are crying, ASU are striking, national grid collapsing. Obi rescue mission. Obi oh, Obi oh. Obi rescue mission. Obi, Obi, Obi oh. Obi, Obi, Obi. The north they need you. The south they need you. The west they need you. Even east they need you. Obi, oh, Obi, oh. Obi rescue mission. He will restructure Nigeria. Give us steady power. He will secure Nigeria. Kidnapping ban businessmen. He will reduce poverty, hunger and starvation. Nigeria go great when we become state power.
Ha ga Obi na zuwa, Obi zai zo ya kubutar da mu daga hannun magabta. Obi ne kaɗai muka sani yau. Yau Obi zai zo ya ɗauke mu a ƙasan nan, zai zo ya cutar da mu a ƙasan nan. Najeriya sai Obi, ko kai Hausa ne, ko kai Igbo ne, ko kai Yoruba ne, Obi zai zauna tare da mu. ‘Yan uwa sai Obi, Obin nan kaɗai shine zai cutar da mu daga wannan muhimmanci. ‘Yan uwa ku zaɓi Obi.
Obi, Obi, Obi. Children, they need you. You, they need you. Women, they need you. Men, they need you. Obi, Obi, oh. Obi rescue mission. Obi, 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 oh. Obi, Obi, Obi. The north, they need you. The south, they need you. The west, they need you. Even east, they need you. Obi, oh, Obi, oh. Obi rescue mission.
Labour Party ló lè ṣe, Peter Obi ló lè ṣe, gbogbo ọmọ Hausa, gbogbo ọmọ Igbo àti gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tì í lẹ́yìn, ẹ jẹ́ ká dìbò fún. Peter Obi ló lè ṣe o, òun ló lè ṣe o, bí gbogbo nǹkan ṣe ń lọ nílùú Nàìjíríà. Ẹ wà lọ́rùn, Labour Party ló lè ṣe, Peter Obi ló lè ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ ká dìbò fún Peter Obi.
Vote Labour Party. Labour Party.
Papa, Mama, Pikin.
Yes, Papa, Mama, Pikin. And with that, we welcome you to today's edition of Guest Appearance. It's still your colleague, your friend, and your fellow compatriot, Tochukwu Ilo, presenting for and on behalf of Team Obi That's Life. Remember, we always, as usual, slugged out against Team Atiku Abubakar and Asiwaju every Tuesday midnight, where we more or less educate them on what democracy is: government for the people, by the people, and standing for the people. This is exactly what we are looking for in Nigeria of today. Together with me tonight in this presentation is Obinna, who is strongly obedient, unapologetically obedient. As usual, he is joining us from Benin. Obinna, how are you doing?
Good evening, Mr. Tilo. Good evening, Nigerians. I am doing very well today and happy to be in this live event for our Saturday program with our guest.
That's very good. With these, we are already getting very close to the election date, 25th of February. That is next month. Like joke, we don't reach you. I want to believe that you, the good Nigerian listening to us, that you are ready to cast your vote. Have you gotten your PVC? This is $1 million question. It's important that we all get our PVC and be ready. Now, on the 29th of this month, the distribution of PVC will be over. So do not wait until it is the last minute. Go now and get your PVC if you've not done so. And it's important that you do it early enough. INEC has also released the guideline that will be followed on the election day. It's important that you take time to go through this. If you've not seen it, please go to our social media handles and read it up. It's very easy, very simple. So that we'll behave in a very civilized manner and ensure that we'll protect our votes. All right. Tonight, we're having another guest appearance, and we invite you to join us via any of our handles as we have a very heartwarming conversation with our guests. There are going to be 3 of them. The moment they come online, please, Obinna, you bring them in, so we'll start. Why we are waiting for that? As usual, we'll go through what has happened this week. Won't take much, but then very remarkable. Peter Obi was in Kaduna State this week. The video clip has gone viral, and I think Peter Obi is now a northerner, if I should say that, but more importantly, he is a complete Nigerian, loved by all. Every state he goes to, it appears as if he is a native of that state. In Kaduna, people could not wait to behold the man who represents the new Nigeria that has been long awaited. They couldn't wait. It appears as if what happened in Anambra was even a joke. The crowd was much. People waited patiently for a long time just for his arrival. And when he did arrive, it was a welcome home song. Well, Obinna, what's your opinion of what happened in Kaduna State?
Well, it's a great thing to know that the people of the North are steadily and presently on top gear for our principal, Mr. Peter Obi, and his vice, Dr. Baba Ahmed Yusuf Datti. The fact remains that the enthusiasm, the love from the people of Kaduna was so much. I saw a clip of a Hoduma who could not resist that love and the change that she wants the country to begin to exhibit. When Peter Obi was passing, he had to stop for seeing this woman as aged as she still picked up Peter Obi's poster, standing on the road to welcome him to Southern Kaduna and singing praises and chanting for both him and the vice president of Nigeria. At this moment, I begin to see him as the president of Nigeria, no longer as a contestant, because it is obvious that that victory is already seen. And it's not about the victory for him, it's about the victory for Nigerians. If Kaduna can come out with such a population to stand to be with her principal, I tell you, that is a win-win-win for us. It is a win-win-win. It is clearly now showing that the people of Kaduna are now beginning, if are not beginning to, they now know that these political jargons, these political personnel, we are only using them to get money for their own pockets. They now know that the country that we are in presently is not the country that we are supposed to be in. They now know that Nigerians are one by blood, by, in fact, call it anyway. Even if we say we have various tribes, even if we say we have various religion, but what are we? We are Nigerians. It is still the same people that circles in this country that chooses to belong to those religion which they belong to. So it is so interesting. In fact, I am joyous when I saw the mammoth crowd that trooped out, the love that was shown to our principal in Kaduna State. So it's quite interesting. Your mic.
People, some people down here in the East could hardly, differentiate that video clip of what happened in Kaduna from what happened in Enugu, because it was more or less the same population, the same
Yes,
crowd, kind of
yes.
size of
It
crowd.
is
And
when
it's
a
showing
lot
that
of persons were saying, when a lot of persons were thinking that we that when it was counted, Kaduna was among the states that were counted that we may not be able to do more than 25%, as they
yeah,
were saying as at the initial. Though
yeah,
we all who are truly obedient, we said back to them that Kaduna will give us one of the highest votes in the history of this
yeah,
country.
and it's
Believe
beginning to
it
show.
or not. And it's beginning to show right now that the people of Nigeria are tired of the whole situation that we are facing. And the fact
Mhm.
is, what so many Nigerians don't know is that the repair of this country it's in the hands of both you and I, and that of the principal and everyone who is contesting presently under the platform Labour Party. Because
Yeah,
if you check very well, for those who do not know, check the caliber of people that are contesting under Labour Party today. They are properly screened. If you do not know anything with regards to the discipline you are coming in for, you are definitely not good for the job. You must be ready that I am going in for this office. I am ready to work in line to make sure that this office is achievable. I tell you, first time in Nigeria when we begin to see barristers, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. When we begin to see
yeah,
barristers coming out to contest for the House of Senate position, which naturally this is what it ought to be. People who know the law already, existing
mhm,
lawmakers, existing law practitioners who already have ideas. They've gone to school, they've studied what law is all about. These are the persons that will be counted as one of the most qualified people to sit in such position. Why? Because it will take them 2 weeks to understand what the law in the House of Senate is, than who is not familiar with laws and codes and whatever in the judiciary. Will take them maybe 6 or 8 months to even adjust 2%. Not, I'm not talking about 98%, 2% adjustment for 2%. Now just check it and see that the time wasted for 8 months is being put in, and bills come into the House of Senate and they are treated almost immediately. A bill will not be kept at 2 years before they can be given approval. A bill
yeah,
can be treated within 24 or 48 hours at a maximum. Let's say some things are being considered maximum of 48 hours. We should get our bills working. We should get things that we need. Let the people begin to know that, oh, we are in Nigeria now, and we are no longer in the nation where people make the dictators' statement that Nigerians are not the one ruling the power. So Kaduna people have proven it to us. So we are happy, and we know that more of Nigerians are ready, and they will do well to project this fact to the long run.
Yes, with what happened in Kaduna, we can now think positively, because tomorrow is going to be Kano State by 2 in the afternoon. P2B will be in Kano State for a rally. So I am believing that Kano State will take a cue from Kaduna State, and show once again that P2B is for all. The emancipation of Nigeria is for all. The rebuilding of Nigeria, like you said, is our collective responsibility. Like Peter will always say, no region in this country buys bread cheaper, and no religion here buys bread cheaper. So, Kaduna, thank you very much for believing in this noble cause and taking it, and owning it as yours. Kano, tomorrow is your day. We are trusting that Kano State will show the same belief in Peter Obi by coming out actively to welcome him and to become an evangelist of this good news. So, every part of the North, our Northern brothers and sisters, we are ready for you and to work with you guys to save this country. May God bless you. May Allah bless you as you march in a noble way, and as you refuse to be confused by the other politicians who have held us down for decades. All right. We've spoken about that. There was also a viral video where the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Emmanuel Odo, he was talking to the people and then asking them, will you vote APC? If you had seen that video, you will be marveled, because the response that came from the crowd was a very big negative. And they shouted, no! He pretended not to have heard them. He went further to ask them, will you vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Again, people echoed, no! For all that he said, he got the same response, no. So it has gotten to that stage where people now look politicians in the eyes and tell them clearly, we can no more be fooled. We now know what we want. So that was about the video. And we are trusting that other states, Ebonyi will do the same. Lagos will do the same. And just think of it, wherever they are, that the people will do the same. Say no to bad leadership, no to poverty, no to hunger, no to police brutality, and all that. You listen to our introduction jingle, and you can see all those things that Nigerians are very much tired of. We don't want this anymore. Okay. Thank you very much. And please, wherever you are, ensure that you don't sit on the fence and don't wait, because every positive action is needed, is very important. Whatever you can do to make sure that you vote for Labour Party and for P2B keeps coming up. Okay. Please check our queue. Our guests up so we can bring them online.
Our guest is not yet up. I suggest we take a little commercial, that is show a music video while
please bring it on.
We the women in Nigeria have seen a new Nigeria coming. The labors of our heroes past of no fuel, out of price increase, the culture of no electricity, culture of poverty. That is the culture we want to throw away.
Let them know that no Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian.
We will stop the stealing and start the keeping. Travel through the world because we will not kill the rise of the man for the country.
The change is in your hand. Get your penis in and let the continent change.
Afrobank music.
If you want vote, make you vote bitter. Get a PVC and vote bitter. Will be bitter. Will be bitter. If you want vote, make you vote bitter. Get a PVC and vote bitter. Lemon, I'm in the party. I'm in the party. Lemon, I'm in the party. I'm in the party.
You put on for your vote, for your man said, come let's go. Come on, no be for the throne, no for a better country, we got to vote. I say, oh, got the key for the change. One man we go show us way. Call on Mr. Intellectual. Peter, Peter. I say, oh, got the key for the change. One man we go show us way. Call on Mr. Intellectual. Peter, Peter, hey.
Peter, Peter. Will be bitter. If you want vote, make you vote bitter. Get a PVC and vote bitter. Will be bitter. Will be bitter. If you want vote, make you vote bitter. Get a PVC and vote bitter. Lemon, I'm in the party. I'm in the party. Lemon, I'm in the party. I'm in the party.
We don't want a shaky president. We need person way strong, where they competent. They don't shit for church, they no one repent. They won't come play us again, DJ consequence. Carry our money, put for back pocket. The chop budget, so mind if we kick bucket. No more. It's time to make a move, Joe. Our mama never too much. I'm like, yo, Obi is the man I chose. Ain't nobody go come influence my vote. I'm obedient with all of my heart and soul. Charlie, Obi is the man I know.
Bitter, will be bitter. Will be bitter. If you want vote, make you vote bitter. Get a PVC and vote bitter. Will be bitter. Will be bitter. If you want vote, make you vote bitter. Get a PVC and vote bitter. Lemon, I'm in the party. I'm in the party. Lemon, I'm in the party. I'm in the party.
Unusual.
Opa.
ihe gbasara Peter Obi emeela ka nwa nke mmadụ basiti ya tụsara m egwu a bịakwanụrụ olu m Chineke bịakwanụrụ olu m bịakwanụrụ olu m ụmụ ụwa bịakwanụrụ olu m Igbo na Hausa Yoruba asị m bịakwanụrụ olu m ọkụ ịtụba votu Etoba votu, onye toba votu, nwanne toba votu, my sister toba votu, my brother toba votu, mommy toba votu. Iwe besere madu, binye ya fingerprint. Iwe besere madu, iwe besere mmadụ ebesere nne na nne
iwe besere mmadụ binyekwa aka gị
ya na nwa ha mụrụ amụ ya na nwa ha mụrụ amụ ya na nwa ha mụrụ amụ
iwe besere mmadụ binyekwa aka
iwe besere mmadụ iwe besere mmadụ benyere m aka gị
iwe besere mmadụ binyekwa aka gị
tụnyere Peter Obi akwụkwọ tụnyere Peter Obi akwụkwọ tụnyere Peter Obi akwụkwọ tụnyere Peter Obi akwụkwọ obedient obedient obi bụ okwute
iwe besere mmadụ binyekwa aka gị
ọ Peter Obi
iwe besere mmadụ binyekwa aka gị
metụrụ m aka na shia bọtịn ice water ilejeje na anata ịghọtazie na mmiri mara ugo sali ya alụ matazie na anaghị eche nwago n'ụzọ enyi tụwa votu brother tụwa votu my sister tụwa votu my brother tụwa votu my uncle tụwa votu brother tụwa votu ọ Peter Obi ọ nọrube mgbe ị ga-atọsara m egwu a ice water bịakwanụrụ olu m Chineke bịakwanụrụ olu m bịakwanụrụ olu m ụmụ ụwa bịakwanụrụ olu m Igbo na Hausa Yoruba asị m bịakwanụrụ olu m ọkụ ịtụba votu ịtụba votu onye tụba votu nwanne ịtụba votu my sister ịtụba votu my brother ịtụba votu mommy ịtụba votu
iwe besere mmadụ binyekwa aka
iwe besere mmadụ iwe besere mmadụ binye ya fingerprint
iwe besere mmadụ binyekwa aka
iwe besere mmadụ iwe besere mmadụ ebesere nne na nne
iwe besere mmadụ binyekwa aka
ya na nwa ha mụrụ amụ ya na nwa ha mụrụ amụ ya na nwa ha mụrụ amụ
iwe besere mmadụ binyekwa aka
iwe besere mmadụ iwe besere mmadụ benyere m aka gị
iwe besere mmadụ binyekwa aka gị
tụnyere Peter Obi akwụkwọ tụnyere Peter Obi akwụkwọ tụnyere Peter Obi akwụkwọ tụnyere Peter Obi akwụkwọ obedient obedient obi bụ okwute
iwe besere mmadụ binyekwa aka gị
ọ Peter Obi
iwe besere mmadụ binyekwa aka gị
ice water ilejeje na anata ịghọtazie na mmiri mara ugo sali ya alụ ịmatazie na anaghị eche nwago n'ụzọ enyi tụwa votu brother tụwa votu my sister tụwa votu my brother tụwa votu my uncle tụwa votu brother tụwa votu
iwe besere mmadụ binyekwa aka gị iwe besere mmadụ binyekwa aka gị
agachala m north agachala m west bata na south ahụla m Kwankwaso ahụla m Atiku hụkwa ma Tinubu ahụla m Rochas ahụla m Okowa hụkwa ma ndị ọzọ ka m kwuo eziokwu
ahụbeghị m onye dịka Okwute
Peter Obi no no be mo. 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 Okwute no no be mo. Ono no be mo. Ono no be mo. Ono no be mo.
Kanneku tugo derege Bright Chimezie The Zegema Master. Obi Rice, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Kanka buri hem mutadrun. Wero kunwa nke mmadụ mere.
Okay, yeah, that was a very interesting jingle supporting the obedient movement and P2B particularly. Now, I just got off the phone with two of our respected guests, and very sad they gave their apologies that they are still in a party meeting, the crucial one that was supposed to have ended like 30 minutes before the program, but still on it. It's lingered. Well, let me tell us about these candidates so we get to know why we are pushing this way, support for Peter Obi that usher in a new Nigeria. The first person is Raymond Onyego. He is the candidate of Labour Party for the coming election. He is actually contesting for the position of House of Assembly for Orumba South in Anambra State. Now, Raymond Onyego is a barrister and a PhD holder in law. He is the immediate past chairman of Orumba South local government, and during his tenure, for the first time, the local government experienced a turnaround. Yes, a turnaround in the sense that he attracted even the national federal government to the local government and gave the local government a facelift. We could see the revenues generated in that local government be put into action. That's people's money working for the people. The more or less moribund local government building that was there for decades, he revamped it and got it to function. There were several community clashes in that particular local government, but as the state chairman, the chairman of the local government, Raymond Onyego, initiated and led at the forefront several peace movements that brought to an end the quarrel between brothers in this area. And now he is a very popular, well-accepted candidate amongst the youths in that area, and he's contesting under the flagship of Labour Party. That's Raymond Onyego. He's a well-known barrister of law, and he is also a philanthropist. Now, the second person is Princess Nikki Ugochukwu, who is currently a candidate for Federal House of Assembly for Orumba North and South Federal Constituency in Anambra State. Nikki Ugochukwu is a lady of outstanding character and pedigree. 3 times she was in Anambra State House of Assembly as a member representing Orumba South. Nikki Ugochukwu is a favorite to the youths and, of course, to the children. She is a philanthropist. She is from the royal family of the Ugochukwu dynasty. Her father was the king of Umunze before he passed on. Now, while in the State Assembly as the first female from this part of the state to be in the State Assembly, Nikki Ugochukwu brought several transformation policies and also was part of the Anambra State House of Assembly that supported P2B in a great way when he was the governor of Anambra State. No executive arm of government will function very well without the support of the legislative arm of government. Nick Igwechukwu was among the House of Assembly members who gave serious vote of confidence on P2B and also attracted several state government projects in her constituency, Orumba South. Nick Igwechukwu is known to be amongst the State House of Assembly members who championed the Save the Nigerian Child project. In Orumba South particularly, every December, she spends her time and Christmas with the destitute, children, and all those who find it difficult to stand for themselves. These are the people that Nick Igwechukwu is very close to. Her empowerment program for the youth is second to none during her 12 years stay in Anambra State House of Assembly. As beautiful as she is, her actions and her alms giving are also beautiful. While in the State House of Assembly, she brought several bills that were passed into law to support ecological fund distribution and projects in the state. She worked closely with the wife of the executive governor of Anambra State, that's the wife of Peter Obi, during their tenure to bring closer to the people various MDG projects of the government. And so, Orumba South was among the first local governments to completely execute borehole drilling in more than 50% of the schools in the local government. There are more to be said about Nick Igwechukwu, but I will reserve all that for her to speak, on when she comes. We also have the senatorial candidate for Anambra South, Barrister Obinna Uzo. Obinna Uzo is a soft-spoken gentleman, highly intellectual, and a three-time contestant of Anambra State governorship seats. Obinna has traveled around the world, and as a businessman, he has also built empires that empowered young men and the women in the business world. Obinna also believes that it is humanity first before any other thing. As a Labour candidate, these three decided to work closely with Peter Obi, and their slogan is, "With Obi, we will change Nigeria for good." I was privileged to have one-on-one discussion with each and every one of them, and I got to the conviction that not only Orumba North and South, but Anambra South Senatorial Zone have the blessings of God bestowed in these three candidates. I would want to speak more, but I feel that I should not preempt our guests who have sent in their unreserved apology because the party meeting is still ongoing and they cannot abscond from that meeting. But they promised us that they will fix a time, probably next week, and be here live. Now, when you talk about Orumba North and South, I would like to say this. Orumba South is a border local government in Anambra State, sharing boundary with Enugu State, Abia State, and Imo State at the same time. So you can see, as a local government at the border with three states, it appears that they are the edge. Well, that is true. It can be said again. But a visit to this local government would not believe that this is a border local government. Thanks to activities of good leaders like Nick Igwechukwu and Raymond Onyego. A little time, sorry, I have a cracked voice tonight, but it's all good. We cannot be deterred. A little time, would also show in a clear term how this fine gentleman and lady have respectively worked closely with the various town unions and traditional rulers to bring about a lasting peace in that area, such that for the past 7 years, nobody has witnessed communal clash, which used to be a normal thing in that area. Government properties are no longer destroyed. The roads are well protected. Markets and businesses are going on, peacefully and profitably. That is one dividend of democracy that has brought by these wonderful people. Hospitals are springing up in addition to the existing ones, and activities. Life has become meaningful to the people of that area. Did I mention that the existing market, which got so crowded, is now having live again because new market has been built in Omunze, courtesy of these people. I am not worried because I believe that as a people's choice, they will equally have the people's vote massively in the coming election. It would have been so good and wonderful to have them tonight, but again, well, politicians, you cannot blame them when they're having crucial meeting. They're always strategizing and strategizing for better, outing. And we wish them well, that in the coming election they will win landslide in all the polling units within their constituencies. All right. So that's about it. Yes, brother.
Please, I'd like to give a quick rundown of some activities carried out by our principal today.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Our principal was in Kafashan. Was in Kafashan today for a town hall meeting, and the people of Kafashan received him greatly, and it was interesting on how the town hall meeting actually went. Let me just show you a few clip of our principal right in there in Kafashan, where he was delivering to the people. You can see our principal, that is Mr. Peter Gregory, live from Kafashan. Today, he was in Kafashan to deliver a town hall meeting. So
many people do not know that Kafashan is still in Kaduna State. Yes.
Exactly. So many persons they think it's a different country entirely.
I used to think so when I was younger.
So also today, our principal was in the palace of the Esharo Age, Ofuwai Bonnet. That is the chief of Kagoro, where he met with the Southern Kaduna Traditional Council. All these were today. You can see our principal as a loyalist when he was paying his respect to the traditional ruler. He was so humble, never minding the fact that he was contesting as a presidential candidate for the seat, the president. That is our principal, and that is the traditional ruler when he was received today. You can see that. So we also have our principal. We also have our principal in when he visited the man who donated a building to our campaign in Ibadan. That is Chief Chinedu Uche. We have our principal visited him today. You can see the strength that is possessed by one man. That was right in the early hours of the day before his movement into the city of Kaduna. A man of so much strength. Now, for those who don't know who I'm talking about, let me show you the face so that you see this is him who I'm talking about. And let me make it. I want everybody to see what I'm talking about. You can see the though it's not coming up properly, but let's see. Okay, anyhow, but our principal was showing right there, so that was little highlight of some of his activity today. More highlight to be coming back shortly.
You know, it's amazing, you know, and the way our principal gets to, you know, several places within a twinkle of an eye. AY in his show this week asked him that question: as how do you get to be everywhere, you know, virtually at the same time? How do you manage? And Peter said, well, I am applying for job, I'm looking for job, and whenever there is an interview, I make myself available. He doesn't joke with interview. He doesn't shy away from talking to the people and answering their questions. You call him in Sokoto today, he is there. And while he's in Sokoto, the same day you are expecting him in Borno State, he is there the same day. And the next minute you are waiting for him in Katsina State, and he is there. Can you believe it? That the same day he went to Enugu, he was in Nsukka. The same day he was in Enugu. And the next day he was in Delta. You know, the same day he was in Delta, he was in Anambra. And one would wonder, how does he meet up with all these things? And this time you see him, he's climbing the podium, he's jogging up the staircase.
Exactly.
You know,
and he's always so energetic that people will be wondering, how is this man doing it? I saw him here just now, and the next minute he's here, you know, just like you have said. So it is something to show that he is a man that will deliver when he is given the great mandate. When
he has done it before.
Opportunity. He has done it before. So
he can do it before. At least I was privileged. I had that opportunity of getting close, you know, to the corridor of power in Anambra State in those years. And man, see, those days I wasn't sure that Peter was sleeping up to 3 hours each night, because he would be the last person to, you know, go in for sleep or, you know, retire for the night. He will say good night to every guest that comes. Those times when we used to have ambassadors of different countries coming to Anambra State, you know, for investment purpose. I remember a particular time we had the Israeli ambassador to Nigeria come to Anambra State. You know, I was part of the guests that attended that function, and we stayed up to about 2 a.m. in the morning, you know, when we left. Then I had a contact who still spoke to me about some of the things that happened the next day. As early as 4:30, Peter was off for his morning jogging, and after that, he was in the chapel for morning prayers. He never missed that, you know. So it is routine. There was also an interview, you know, conducted by Njenje Media when he visited Peter's house in GRA in Onitsha, right? And he came so early that he joined Peter in doing his morning routines, and you could see the man himself. Peter will be going into the kitchen, making his breakfast himself, serving both himself and the guests, you know, showing him everything. Very concise house, and to him he said everything has to be handy. You can reach any of the things you want in your house, you know, within a short time. You don't need to start searching up and down. And so he said, it should be sizable for me. I don't need a big house and all that. So he's a man that is precise about the things he does. He takes time to exercise his body.
Yes.
He's energetic. He goes after what needs to be done with focus. And he has wonderful attention to details. That's another thing about Peter. You think his eye is not on this, but come on, before you even get there, he's already there. And he's giving you every details. In numbers, statistically, he is sound. Of course, Nigerians would have seen that. I don't even need to talk much about it. Somebody said that he's doing, what does he call it? Container statistics. You know, but then look at the statistics. They are all correct. Fast checkers have checked most of these things, and they got them, you know, correct. That whatever he claims is exactly what it is. He doesn't lie. He doesn't deceive the people, and he keeps telling you that he is ready to learn. That a leader who doesn't prepare himself and submit himself to learning is simply an idiot.
Sorry, Mr. Attilo, let me quickly pass this in here. Let me quickly pass this information to Nigerians.
Please.
If you know that you are yet to collect your PVC, and if you know anyone that is yet to collect their PVC, just tell them. And especially for those who are yet who were not able to see their PVC at all, they can confirm if their name is on the INEC register by visiting CVRO. If you are writing, let me go slowly.
Yeah.
CVRO dot INEC. When I say INEC, I mean INEC Nigeria .org/VVS. And once your name is there, copy the last 5 digits of your VIN, that is your voter's identification number, and keep it handy. With that, you are eligible to vote. This is what the BVAS machine that has been introduced has done for us. I guess this is great. So if you know that this is great, start telling your friends, colleagues, brothers, sisters, relations, and even your enemies. Start telling them now, so that they know that if they have registered, that they will be able to vote. Thank you. That's just a short answer.
Thank you very much, Obinna. And for Nigerians, if you didn't get it correct, CVR simply means continuous voter registration. So when you put CVR, you now continue .INEC, and then we are going to post this on our various social media handles, so you can.
Display it now. I will even display it now.
Okay, great. So please take time to look at the screen and copy it, and make sure you vote. That for one thing or the other, you're unable to collect your PVC doesn't mean you cannot vote. So please ensure you vote on that day. Once you put your name in that link, it will show you your voting unit, your polling unit. It will show you your polling unit. Make sure you have the last 5 digits of your voter identification number. Then cast your vote. For Peter Obi, make sure you don't miss it. Cast it for Peter Obi, where you see Labour Party logo, Papa Mama Pekin. That's where you put your fingerprint. Please do not miss that. It is Labour Party, Labour Party, Labour Party all the way, and that is Peter Obi. That is New Nigerian for you. That is the end of your oppression. That is the end of your hunger and ill health, unattended ill health. That will be the end of it. So that you and I will begin to smile. You remember all those New Year resolutions that we made and the prayers? Some of them are still ongoing. 30 days or 31 days of prayer into the new year. Well, prayer, faith without action is dead.
Yes.
That's what's important. So we must put it into action by making sure that we vote.
Exactly.
We must vote. Okay. Thank you. I think we'll have joining us our leader, Lady Priya from Canada. Oh, she will now speak to us and then we'll wrap it up at this point. Lady Priya, good to see you. How are you doing?
Hi, everyone. You know, the time permits me to, most times while we're having this, the thick of things for me. So but I just like to say that to faith is dead, as we've seen in the circulating. PVC is dead, so please kindly PVC. It's not just Labour Party LP. So party fully spelled P LP, and the logo is Mama Papa. Please kindly, as you can see, he's the ballot now. That choice for him presented with and we know that in Nigeria through, because he's perfect, but he gives solutions that's possible for every Nigerian. So please, all about your PVC right now. Just pick up your PVC around you to do the same. Students in school, that your PVC, try and write fellow students for us to come together and a community, that wherever I find that this school. So don't think this all by yourself. Support so that we can achieve this together.
Thank you, Lady Priya. Thank you so much. Sometimes I wonder how you're able to put all this, together with the programs you're doing over there and the family attention that you also need to give. And I pray that all these efforts made by you and every member of Team Obidati Life will be crowned with resounding success, which is that will take over the country with Peter Obi and build the new Nigeria, the Nigeria of our dream. Thank you very much for joining us. And thank you, our viewers and listeners, wherever you are in the world. We'll meet again and continue to preach this gospel, the gospel for a new Nigeria with Peter Obi and Labour Party. Wherever you are, please, let no day pass you by without converting a new believer. With that, we'll come to the end of the show, and we wish you a very good Sunday as you go to your places of worship tomorrow. Bye.
Lord Louis Production.
It's a hoping for President Obedient. For Naija, Obedient. Obedient. I'm obedient. It's a hoping for President Obedient. For Naija, Obedient. Obedient. I'm obedient. Obedient. It's a hoping for President Obedient. For Naija, Obedient. Obedient for President.
Lord Louis Production.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Obedient Anthem. Yeah. Who be the leader for the people, Lord? Who be the man for the hour? The people's choice for our nation. Excellence with integrity, evidence of agility. Make you vote for. Who we go vote for? For a better Nigeria.
A man with mission, a visionary leader. The man with sabi the way. The man with passion for the nation. Peter Obi. The man with simplicity, we get integrity, conjoined with integrity.
party where they win. Everybody put body, make we vote better person. Carry come out, enter the line with your PVC. Now person where go work for us, now him we go vote. Now Labour Party we go choose, now Obi that we go vote. I'm obedient, Peter Obi for president. The man is innocent, very current and intelligent. This one I God sent indeed for our country in need. Naija make we join hands, I plead and allow better leaders lead. Make we vote for for equity and justice. Yeah. From consumption to production. Yeah. For security everywhere. For better education. For plenty job opportunities. For good governance everywhere. Labour Party, yeah. The Labour Party, yeah. Hey, for a better